You know, growing up, I equated having friends to being cool, to being liked, to being popular. And coming up, I did have a lot of friends, and it was good, it was amazing. And the problem was, I put too much of my happiness into friends. I didn't believe I could be by myself and be happy. I didn't believe I could, go out into the world by myself and be secure, be happy, because I didn't have my friends with me. I needed someone with me at all times for me to feel like I'm likable or I'm good enough to be around. As I got older, I realized that wasn't the case. Because as I got older, I came into awareness of human nature. I started realizing how humans, behaved and how they reacted, towards people just and just how they treated people. But it wasn't even their fault. It just naturally how humans are. So as I got older, and I started losing friends left and right because life happens, and people go their separate ways. I didn't feel right with myself. I felt like I wasn't likable. You know, I couldn't. I wasn't good enough to be around anybody because I didn't have nobody. I didn't have nobody who I could pick up the phone and call. And the people who did call me or reached out to me, they always wanted something. Nobody really cared about me personally or checked on me or nothing like that. So as I got older, I started losing friends, but then I started becoming okay with it. I started finding peace within myself, and I started becoming fine. Like, it wasn't a problem. I'm not saying there's nobody that want to be my friend, but right, I mean, as of right now, but I don't feel friendships are genuine. I don't see them as genuine relationships, especially these days. I don't see them as genuine. I see them as a give and a take. And I'm not saying there's no relationship where, you're not supposed to help the next person was to help you. But if that's the only transaction, like, I don't really see the point, because where is the commodity? Where is the brotherly love or sisterly love? Where is you know the shoulder to cry on? Like, those things don't exist. Those things don't exist. All that stuff, you have to learn to find out within yourself. And that's what I had to do. I had to find it within myself. I couldn't rely on somebody else to give that to me anymore. And as I got older, I became okay with it. I became completely fine with it. I was like, you know what? At first, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. It was hard. I couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm alone. I don't have no one to talk to. I don't want to call nobody because I don't want to feel like I'm bothering nobody. But if I don't call nobody, then nobody's gonna, message me or call me. And it was just a whole little dilemma in my mind. Like, am I good enough to even be around? So it was a whole little thing in my mind. But then, as I got older, I came to realize you have to find peace within yourself. You have to find happiness within yourself. You have to find content within yourself. Now, I don't mind hanging out with people. I don't mind hanging out with people. I'm not saying, I dislike friends or I dislike people. No, I don't mind hanging out. I'll hang out with somebody today all day. But I'm saying, if I'm alone, or if they decide to, hey, I don't want to hang around you no more, or I'm good or whatever, I'm at peace with that. I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. I don't want nobody to feel like they're hostage. They're my hostage and they have to be with. No, you're free to do whatever you want to do. I am content with myself. I don't mind being alone. I don't mind being with my thoughts. And yes, I'm not going to act like it's easy all the time. Yes, it's easier said than done. But after a while, you have to build habits. You have to build certain habits. Now, don't build habits to the extreme where, you have to find a balance. You have to find a balance. So I don't mind being alone, but I also don't mind being around people. Also don't mind hanging out with people. I'm not completely isolated where I'm just shut off from the whole world. That's to the extreme. I'm not that extreme. But I don't mind spending the weekend alone. I don't mind. It's just me, and I watch some movies and some good food, and just getting to know myself, getting to love myself. Because now I'm trying to find peace within myself. I don't want to put my happiness into somebody else. And that goes for anything, friendships, relationships, whatever, family members, whatever. I don't want to put my happiness and my self-worth into somebody else. I have to find that within. As if I'm not happy within myself, and is my happiness around, people, is that even real? That can't be real, because it's like what is it, like a switch? Like my happiness just turns on when so-and-so comes around. I don't want that to be the case. I want to be fine with or without you. With or without you. I don't want nobody to have this control on me. And that's how I was when I was younger. When I was a teenager, that's how I was when I was younger. I had, friends had this control over me. That I needed them for everything. For every occasion, everywhere I go, I needed them. I had to talk to them. I couldn't be by myself. Because I would feel like I wasn't really living up to my full potential, or I wasn't really anybody. I wasn't really nobody, because I didn't get the praise from my friends. I didn't get the validation from my friends. I needed that validation to feel like, okay, people like me, people validating me. They're validating me, so they must like me. There's got to be something good about me. But as you get older, it gets harder to make friends. I don't really look to make friends, but like I said, I'm not a standoff person either. If anybody want to come talk to me, you could talk to me. You could feel free to talk to me. I'm not mean mugging. No, I'm cool. So, but I'm not looking to make friends, because I'm content with myself. And it took me I know this video is short, but it took me a long time to learn that. Many years. My early 20s, I didn't understand it. Friends leaving left and right, because life happens. You can't be mad at life. That's just life. Life happens, and friends leaving left and right. Now you got to find a new friend group, and you start meeting new people, and new people are acting funny. But then I had to learn that's just human nature. That's just how people are. People are only there for you as much as you could do for them. And once they don't see no benefit in you being around, like, what's the point of you even being around? So I couldn't even blame people no more, because I just realized, okay, that's just how we're wired. So I couldn't take it personal. I couldn't take anything personal anymore. That's just how we're wired. That's just how it is. It's nothing personal. So if anybody wanted to leave, I was always understanding. Like, if nobody messaged me or whatever, I'm always understanding. Like I said, you're not the main character in anybody's life. As much as you think you're the main character, you're not the main character. Everybody's the main character in their life. You're the main character in your life, but you're a side character in somebody else's life. And they have other roles playing in their lives that, come before you. And that's just the way it is. I'm not gonna lie, I'm spitting some facts right now. That's just the way it is. There's a bunch of roles in life that come before you. And unfortunately, you just have to learn to deal with it. You have to learn to live with it. It is what it is, but it's not the end of the world. That's the whole point of this video. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You're going to live. You're going to survive. So I don't mind being around people. I love people. Love talking, love conversing, love the whole little thing. But if I have to spend time by myself, I'm completely fine. But I don't have to worry about anything. My mind is so at peace, so free. I don't have to worry about anything. I'm not worrying about nobody messaging me, calling me. Now, if they do, that's fine, and I appreciate it. But I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not, frantic and looking at my phone like, wait, no, I'm cool. I'm content. I'm cool. I'm about to go, make some food, and I'm about to go chill, and I'm about to go sit with my thoughts. I'm about to go watch something that I like, or watch something that make me feel some type of emotion, whether it's happy, sad, laughter or something. And I'm going to be good. But like I say, you have to learn to find it within yourself. You have to learn to be able to be by yourself. Just don't take it too far. Don't take it too far. Don't lean too far to this side. Don't lean too far to that side. You have to find a balance. Because at the end of the day, we do need human connection. Humans do need human connection. Humans need human connection. So don't lean too far to where you're shut off from the world and you fall off the face of the planet. You know, find some time to yourself, but also if the time comes up or if the chance arises, spend some time with others, but don't hold your happiness to them. Don't just enjoy the moment, enjoy the present, and once that moment is over, you go back to whatever you was doing. But if the connection is strong and they decide to, hey, let's do this again, next Friday or next Saturday or whatever, that's good too. That's good too. So just find a balance. You have to find a balance. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, you just have to know what you want to do. And you have to find yourself, because a lot of people don't sit with themselves long enough to understand themselves. A lot of people don't know themselves. So they look for other people to tell them who they are, to validate who they are. You have to get to know yourself. And that took me a long time to learn. I'm 31 and I'm just like starting to figure out how to know myself. I'm just learning how to know myself. I'm just learning how to like sit with my thoughts. Before I couldn't sit in silence. I always had to have somebody to talk to. Always had someone to, call, text, this, that. I couldn't be by myself. And I didn't realize that was a problem until later on in life, because I had to face it. And when I had to face it, it hurt. It hurt, but you learn and you learn to deal with it, and you learn to, find healthy coping mechanisms, to handle it. And I've learned so much things about myself that I wouldn't even know if I was so reliant on people being in my life, or people being around me, or me hanging out with everybody, or me doing this, or me finding validation in people. I was so reliant on that I didn't know what to do if everybody left. But now I'm in a whole better place now. Where I feel at peace within myself. I feel content with myself. Now, my life is not perfect. Nothing in my life is perfect. But I feel that I've, been able to understand this one aspect of my life that's been bothering me for a long time. I've finally been able to understand it. And I still have other aspects of my life where I'm still trying to figure out. But for this one, I'm proud that I got that understanding. I got that understanding that, people come and go. It's not the end of the world. Don't take it personal. So I'm making this video just in case anybody's going through, similar things, whatever. And, you might feel down because nobody's calling you, nobody's messaging you. And, if you don't feel like you're worthy or you're likable, or you feel like something's wrong with you, or you're off, or you're weird, or you're strange, or whatever you want to say, you're fine. You're fine. I promise you, you're fine, because I was in your same shoes. But you have to get to know yourself. That's the only way you could bypass this. That's the only way you could conquer this obstacle. You have to know yourself. And once you know yourself, you could go out into the world and nothing could stop you. Nothing will be able to stop you. But like I said, that took me a while. So don't expect overnight success. Don't expect to happen overnight. It's going to take a while, but if you keep at it, you got it. And I promise you. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, and y'all be good. Peace. Hey, shout out. Peace out.